Ladies and gentlemen, good morning and welcome to Wails Command TV. There is one thing that William Samoei Ruto has effectively managed to do. There is one thing that William Samoei Ruto will be credited for when the history of this nation will be written. William Samoei Ruto has failed this country, economically speaking. But there is one thing that he has managed to do, something that Kibaki could not do, Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta could not do, Daniel Toroitich Arap Moi tried but he could not succeed. But William Samoei Ruto has completely destroyed the political career of Raila Amolo Odinga. Today, Raila is just a pale shadow of his former good self. Ladies and gentlemen, when you look at Raila Amolo Odinga, you agree with me that the perception that Kenya had about him is gone. If you look at Raila Amolo Odinga, you agree with me that many people do not see him as a reformer. The reform credentials that was associated with Raila Amolo Odinga have gone up in smoke, courtesy of one William Samoei Ruto. William Samoei Ruto has managed to destroy ODM completely. He has managed to split ODM. He has managed to scatter ODM in the four corners of the weeds. Ladies and gentlemen, today, ODM is in shambles. Today, ODM members are hopelessly divided. James Orego is speaking, reading from the different scripts. Opiyo Wandayi is attacking James Orego. Edwin Sifuna is saying he cannot vote for William Samoei Ruto. Babu Owino is actually following an independent path. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to watch what Opiyo Wandayi is saying here, attacking one James Orego. And remember just the other day, Raila Amolo Odinga was defending James Orego and Anyang' Nyong'o, saying that they were speaking on behalf of ODM. So the big question is, on whose behalf is Opiyo Wandayi speaking? Because if you ask me, he is speaking on behalf of William Samoei Ruto. Watch Opiyo Wandayi here deconstructing James Orego.
I agree with you totally. I agree totally with Dr. Oburu Odinga. What is happening in Siaya today, Siaya County, is a big embarrassment. What is happening in Siaya is a big embarrassment. As a cabinet secretary, I traveled to all these counties. But Siaya County is not only an embarrassment to us, but is indeed something extremely shameful. That Siaya County has become the laughing stock in the community of counties in this country. Adamura Kura Gavan Mamarwa. Please, Managavan, focus. Focus on service delivery to the people of Siaya. Give us the friends to go with the cat.
Previously, Raila would be referred to as the people's president. Today, Raila is referred to as a conman. Raila is referred to as a traitor. And this happened because William Samoei Ruto understood politics so much. In fact, if you ask me, though Raila is also a shrewd politician, William Samoei Ruto's game plan is top-notch compared to Raila Odinga. William Samoei Ruto, by employing Robert Greene's one of the 48 rules of power, where you are supposed to bring your enemies very close, what William Samoei Ruto did, he took Raila to the sky, so close to the sun. Raila forgot that he was given wax wings. And when he drew so close to the sun, anytime William Samoei Ruto is going to drop him and he will hit the rock. Sure, Raila today, if I may ask you here, no, akina, most of the friends says, mambo ya Raila na Ruto, tulimaliza kitabu. That's what many people says today. In fact, Raila damage that has been caused by William Samoei Ruto is something that you never recover. In fact, most of the so-called now experts from ODM, their loyalty is to William Samoei Ruto and not to Raila Odinga. I've always told friends that today, if Raila was to tell Opiyo Adai to resign, Joho Hassan to resign, or John Badi, or Oparanya, Wycliffe Obetsa Oparanya, I can tell you, these guys will not resign. They will not resign to Raila Odinga. Something else that William Samoei Ruto will be credited for is to ensuring the people of Nyanza can speak independently. He brought freedom to the people of Nyanza. I'm going to watch, and I invite you to watch, the by-elections. I think we have 9 by-elections that are going to take place. Now with that, we have the Independent Electors and Boundaries Commission, IBC, in office. Once we are going to have by-elections, Raila will cry. I'm telling you, Raila and Ruto are going to cry. They'll be embarrassed. Don't be surprised to see Raila losing even in Nyanza. Don't, because you see, when his candidate that he's supporting loses, then it is Raila who is losing. And this will be very, very embarrassing. And I think that is the time Raila will open his eyes. You know, when you look at the way ODM has been saying, Raila anasema hawako kwa serikali. Wafuasi wake sugu anasema wako ndani ya serikali. Wanatetea William Samoei Ruto. You see, akina James Orengo, wengine wanasema wao hawataki kusikia hii serikali ya broad-based government. Edwin Sifuna with the marking scheme is telling us that he's marking every point, and hii serikali hamna lolote ambalo limeweza kutimiza. Even the agreement that was there, that they are going to fulfill these points, there's nothing that they have achieved. So when you look at Raila Odinga, you see somebody who is lost, by the way. And that is why William Samoei Ruto now can actually enter into the bedroom of Raila Amolo Odinga. He doesn't have to ask permission from Raila Amolo Odinga. That is why he was able even to appoint Makau Mutua without any reference to Raila Amolo Odinga. And Raila was very, very angry. But there's nothing he could do. That is why Raila has lost the game. He has lost the battle and the war. And Raila will be taken to Bodo by William Samoei Ruto. If William Samoei Ruto is going to go to Sogoi, Baba is also going to Bodo. We are here, tutaona. No, going to Bobo, to not Bobo, Bodo is not just literally going to Bodo, but losing politically and becoming politically irrelevant. That is my take, ladies and gentlemen. And if you're here for the first time, this is Gashi's Command TV, the tallest man in Black Africa. I request you one thing, Please like my video. If you've never subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. Please leave a comment. Let me know where you're watching the video from. Some people have been asking about my contacts. I'm going to leave my contacts there today. And maybe you can reach out to me in case you have maybe something you want us to discuss. Someone was asking me to discuss about the new Pope. But I think I left that one to the people of the Catholic faith. I may not have all the information, and I may not be qualified to actually discuss the Pope. Have a blessed day. Otherwise, we wish the Catholic people all the best with their new Pope, and God bless you. God bless your family. God bless Kenya. Bye-bye.